Yeah, guys. So yesterday, what we discussed about the version control system, right? The source code management tool, right? So today, what we will discuss? So we'll discuss about the. So today we'll discuss about the how to set up the how to install, yeah, how to set up the Git on Windows and how to set up a how to sign up a remote repository. So we'll show you. Okay. So setting up Git on Windows, guys. So what you can do, something like download from the web and just next. It will install the software, guys. Next, and finish. It will install the Git for the Windows. The remote repository. So what are the remote repositories, guys? Yesterday we discussed about it. So what are the remote repositories?
GitHub, Bitbucket.
Yes, very good.
GitLab.
Yeah. So who developed the Git, guys? Git developed by the Linus Torvald. He released as a CL, right? Took that source code and so some of the companies are created their own Git repositories. That GUI Git repositories, guys. So for example, took the source code and created their own type of Git repositories. That is GitHub. So GitHub and GitLab, Bitbucket, AWS repo, Azure repo. Okay. So these all are the GUI tools, guys. What this is? So these all are GUI tools. So these all are GUI, guys. Graphical user interface. Graphical user interface. And these all are remote repositories. What is that, guys? These all are remote repositories. Yeah. So how you can create your account in the on these remote repositories? Just sign up in all the accounts, guys. Sign up. Just sign up on all the accounts and practice, guys. So it will be very easy the creation of the account. So if you want, I will show you, or else you guys can create your own account on. Just sign. Just sign up, guys. You guys understood? So this is your laptop. In your laptop, how to install the Git on Windows? How to install the Git software on your Windows machine? How to install? Git software on your Windows machine or a Linux machine. Okay. So Windows machine, just download the software and install it. So I will show you guys. Mostly I installed that. First I will remove. So I want to delete the Git on my Windows machine, guys. So do you see? So Git is installed. I'm uninstalling the Git. Yes. So once it is done, right, it will remove from the Windows from some features. So Git is removed. So now I want to download, and install it, guys. I want to download and so let's check control panel, programs, programs and features. Yeah, Git is uninstalled. So how you can download the Git, guys? Just so what is that, guys? So how to first I will show you how to download and install the Git on Windows. Just to get the download. Yeah. So go to the Git downloads and you see, guys, the Git is so this Git is for Mac, Windows, Linux distributions. If you want to install Git on Linux, you can click this and so you can just apt-get install or m install Git, just dnf hyphen Git. Okay. So you guys can use this package management to install the Linux, Git on Linux. So Mac, so Mac also brew install Git or Windows. So Windows is GUI, and so if you want to install the Git for Windows, so right, click on. So and click standalone installer, something like what is that? x86. So x64-bit we need a setup, right? Click this one. It will automatically download the software. Okay, see? So what format it will be downloading? It will be downloading the Git. Yeah. So click here and double click. Yes. Guys, it will asking next, 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 install. So while installing the Git, a Git bash also installed, guys. So what is that? Git bash. Git bash is a shell, guys. So how you can interact with the Git through the Git bash because of Git also CLI, right? Git also a CLI. How it works? It works in the a shell prompt only. Okay, it works in the a shell prompt or command prompt, right? So we can use the Git bash so to execute the commands, to execute the commands. Okay. So Linux, you just in Linux you just install the install Git. It will automatically install the Git. Okay. So now you understood how to install the Git on your Windows machine. Okay. Let's open that Git bash. This is the Git bash. So open the Git bash and so Git, click the Git. So if it is installed, right, it will show everything, something like a git clone. So what is the these are the common git commands used in various situations. So what is so if you want to see the version, hyphen version is the version. So these are the common commands in various situations. Start a working area. So git help tutorial, something like a git clone the repository into a new directory. Okay, git init, create an empty git repository or reinitialize an existing one. So work on the current changes, git add, git move, git restore, git rm. So git add is nothing but add files content to the index, move or rename the file or a directory or a symlink, restore working tree files, rm remove files from the working tree and following index. So these are the diff, grep, log, show, status. Okay, git branch, git commit, git merge, git rebase, git reset, git switch, git tag, git fetch. So fetch, download objects and references from the another repository. So pull, fetch from and integrate with the another repository or a local branch. Push, update remote references along with the associated objects. Okay, so these are the commands. I will show you guys, no worries. Yeah, now you understood. So git hyphen version is the command to verify the if the git installed or not, and what is the version of the git. So the git version is 2.49.0. Okay. Yeah. So this is nothing but a how to set up the git on our local. So then, so how to set up the remote, how to sign in, guys. So Bitbucket. Yeah. So if you want to, you guys can sign in all three accounts, guys. Three are free ones, no worries. Okay. So sign in are getting free and GitLab. What is that, guys? GitLab. GitLab also free. You guys can, okay. So sign a get a free trial and GitHub. What is that, guys? GitHub. GitHub.com. Already registered with user.com. Sign up. Yeah, guys. Just guys understood. So sign in. So sign up, guys. You guys can sign up this way. So email address, password, username, and just continue. It will asking the code, whatever the code you have, right? It will ask the code, or else I will show you. You need to create another account. Gmail.com. Create an account. First name, UJ, last name, Krishna, next.
ఒక ఈమెయిల్ ఐడి పైన ఒకటే అకౌంట్ క్రియేట్ చేయొచ్చా?
Yes, yes, yes. the okay. So this is my email ID. So what is the email ID, guys? Lucia. Yeah. So sign in, right? So email address. This is the email. So what is the password? Okay, 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 okay. Name is Luigi. Okay. Yeah. So first you will give the email address, then password, username, and continue. So it will ask the code. That code will be, it will ask the code. You puzzle. 15. So it is not this user arrows, the more trying to the coordinates indicated in the left image. Train position. Not here, not here, not here. This is the one now. Submit. Submit.
ఆడియోకి వెళ్ళండి బ్రో, ఈ పజిల్ కంటే ఆడియో బెటర్.
Hmm.
ఆడియో రావట్లేదా?
Chin. Type here. And type option 2. So which option is the sound of water? 2 only, right? Which option is the sound of water? Which option is the sound of water? How many? Not this is position.
ఏంటి 21 దగ్గర లెఫ్ట్ యారో పెట్టాలా ఇది?
Mm.
విల్ ఈ
ఇలా స్లిప్ లేదు.
విల్
Mm. 24 feet. Sixteen is correct.
కరెక్ట్, ఇది కరెక్ట్.
Mm.
ఇది కరెక్ట్ అనుకుంటా. P18.
Mm.
L3 పైకి పైకి తీసుకెళ్ళండి అది. రైట్,
L3.
అంతే. K19
K19.
ప్లస్
Yes. U30.
U13. 14లో ఉన్నాం. రైట్ 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 కరెక్ట్. K14
K14. K13. K14.
C16
C16. Yeah.
ఎస్.
Yeah. So the code will be sent to the email address. Yeah, you see, this is the code. Copy this code and paste it here. Then just continue. So what is that, guys? Your account is created. So username and password. Just sign in. Okay. So this is your account. So which account? This is the Hari Blue Jay account is created. Right, guys. So is there any repositories created? No, nothing is created. So if you want to create a repository, so that repository, start a new repository for Hari Blue Jay. The repository contains all your project files, revision history, and collaborator discussion. So what is that, guys? AWS with DevOps batch. So 54. Yeah, I'm creating as a public repository. Okay. Yeah, you see, guys, a repository is created. What is that, guys? A repository is created. So we want to sync up with the local repository, right? So how we can do it? So I will show you. Okay, now you understood how to create the a GitHub account. The same like as a GitLab and a Bitbucket also is. Okay, so this is the repository. I will show you guys. So nothing is there. Yeah. So now you understood, right? How to set up the yeah. So now you understood, right? How to set up the so setting up on Windows and how to install on something like Linux. Just Linux, guys. Yum install git -y. So this is CentOS. So if you want to install Ubuntu, you can use apt get install git -y. Okay. So remote repository. Yeah, we set up the GitHub, right, guys? GitHub account. So what is the username? Hari Blue Jay, right? Hari Blue Jay is the username. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. In the in something like what you need to do. So you need to configure the user and the email global for all the users on the system. So what you need to set up? So we need to set up the we need to configure user and email globally for all the users on a system. My system, right? My lab. So why we need to configure the username and email address. So while committing, right? So when committed, who committed, why? So when it was committed, right? For that purpose, so we need to set the username and email. So then who is committing this so file? So who is committing this data? So we'll know it. So how you can set the git git config hyphen global user dot name. What is that, guys? UJ tech. Okay. So you want to set the email address also, right? So then, so if you are committing these changes, right? Then it will know. So something like BlueJ Tech is committed the changes. Email BlueJTech at gmail.com. Okay. So this is the setting up the global username and email for our system. Right. In the credentials, I set up Windows credential manager. Actually, before I used my username password for the Windows credentials or web credentials. Windows only. Yeah, here Git, guys. So this is I am removing this Git because of I need to set a connection between your local and remote, right? So for that purpose, yeah. So what you can do, so we will set the username password for the global account, right? Git config hyphen global user dot name BlueJTech. Okay, user is set it the same as Gmail. You set the email address also. Set the email address user dot email. Okay, so while doing the committing, adding, merging, so it will, who committed? BlueJay committed. So what is the email address of the BlueJay? This is the email address of the BlueJay or get log. So nothing is there, right? So I will show you. Hi guys. So what you can do, yeah, on the local mission, Git uses three sections. Git uses three sections, guys. So yeah, there is on the local, it uses three sections. One is working directory, staging area, local repository. So these are the local mission. What is working directory, what is staging area, what is local repository? I will tell you. Okay. So what is a working directory? Yeah. So what is working directory? Working directory is the location where all the code is created initially, all the files present here and called as a untracked files. What is that, guys? Whatever the files you created, for example, touch hari.txt is created. Touch hari.txt file is created. So that file is created initially all the files present here are called as a untracked files. So these files are untracked files. Okay, untracked files. So whatever the working area, whatever the files are there in the working directory, those files are untracked files. How you can check it if it is a tracked or untracked? Git status command. So git status command to verify the files are tracked or untracked. What is that? Tracked and untracked, guys. Okay, so that is nothing but a working directory. So next, staging. What is that? Staging, staging area. Staging area means so it will be tracked. The files will be tracked, but not the local repositories doesn't know these files. So when it will know, so when you do the git commit, so when you do the git commit, so that is nothing but a local repository. Staging area is the location where file indexing happens, and it is the buffer area for Git, and the files are called as a indexed files. The local repository. So in the staging area, the files will be tracked. How? Git add command. Git add file name. So once it is done, so it will be from tracked to untracked to tracked. Tracked and need to commit. Need to commit to know need to commit to know the local repository. To know the local repository. Here also git status. It will show the it is tracked or untracked. So it is from staging area. So then you can go into the git commit. It will be in the local repository. So local repository is a version control happens, and the files are called as a committed files. Okay. Local. So local repository. So local repository where the version controlling happens, and the files are called as committed files. What is that? So these are all the committed files. Guys, now you understood? So what is the staging area? Yeah. So what is the staging area? Here you created a re.txt. This is in the working directory. How it will know? So we can use the staging area. You can use the untracked to tracked git add. So git add is nothing but a untracked to track. So once it is tracked from the staging area, you want to go to the local repository. You want to move the files into the local repository. How it will move? It will move by using git commit command. It was a git commit command. Guys, understood? So very good. Okay. So now you understood the what is staging area, what is local repository, what is working directory. Now you understood, right, guys? So yeah. So what is that? So something like the first one is to initialize to initialize the working directory as a git repo. Git repo. What is the command, guys? The command is git init. Initialize the to initialize the working directory as a git repo. Working directory as a git repo. What you can do? You can use the git init. This will create a hidden folder called as a .git. So what it will create? It will create the .git folder. .git folder. So it will store the all the configurations for the git to work. So if you want how it will work through the .git folder only. Okay, so .git folder only. So the second, what is the second command? The second command is to send a file into from the working directory to staging area. What is that? To send a file into from working directory to staging area. How you can send it, guys? So how you can send it? First, you can check the command git status. Git status is it will show the status of a tracked or untracked, right? Then git add file name. Git add file name. It will to send the multiple files. So one file we can use the git add file name to send multiple files. To send the multiple files. So what is the command, guys? The command is git add file 1, file 2, file 3, or you can use the to send all file, or you can send the all files by using git add dot. So dot represents the current working directory. What is that, guys? Dot dot represents the current working directory. Okay, dot represents the current working directory to bring files from the staging area to working directory. Okay, to bring files from staging area to working directory. To bring files from staging area to working directory. So what is the command? Uh, Again, you need to back, right? Git rm hyphen cached file, or you can use git reset file. It will be back from the staging area. So what is the fourth one, guys? Fourth one is to send files from staging area to local repository. So what is the command, guys? Git commit, right? Before that, you can use the git status. Okay. Then git commit, git commit hyphen m is nothing but a commit message. It will ask the commit message, guys. Something like a first commit or second commit. So whatever the commit message you can give, guys. Guys, so what is that? To send, to check the status. To check the status of working directory and staging area files. Okay, now you can check it. You can check it by using git status. What is that, guys? Git status. So sixth one, to see the commit, to see the commits done on the local repository. Local repository. You can use the git log to see the output to see the output in simple one-line format. One-line format. So we can use the git log hyphen one line. What is that? Git log hyphen one line. Guys, understood? So now you understood the how to initialize. I will show you guys. So here pwd. I'm creating a directory called as mkdir. DevOps iPhone 54. Okay, so CD DevOps iPhone 54. You see, guys. So this is the empty repository. Initialize. So to initialize a working directory as a Git repository, right? This is the just a normal directory we created. How we can initialize the working directory as a Git repository. So here you can execute the command like git init command. Right, initialized a empty Git repository in C users Harike DevOps 54.git. So if you execute this dot init, right, it will be creating the dot git folder. So you see, guys. So after that 54, before there is no something like a master branch or something like that. Now you see, guys, there is the a master branch, master. So this is the a repository, and the branch is master branch. The branch is master branch. So a hidden folder created dot git cd dot git. Okay. So these all are the configurations for the Git to work. Right. I am removing rm-rf dot git. Yes, guys. So before it is a repository, now it is a just a normal working directory. So if you want to initialize as a local repository as a working directory, what is the command, guys? Git init is the command. Again, it is initialized. It is initialized to send a file from working directory to staging area. So right now you can send touch hari.txt. Okay, so you created the hari.txt, but where it is in the staging working directory. You want to move from working directory to git status. It is that, guys. Git status. If you press the git status, it is showing the no committed untracked file. So untracked file, how you can from untracked to track the staging area. How you can go from working directory to staging area? Git add a file name. Okay, git add file name. So hari.txt. Okay, again check git status. Yeah, now you see. So these are the tracked file. So tracked file changes to be committed because of Git. So the local Git knows when we committed the changes. Okay. So then Git commit -m is for message. So the first commit is the first commit. Just if you click that, right? Yeah. Now check the Git status. Now check the Git status. So on the branch master, nothing to be committed. Working tree clean. Our working tree is clean, guys. Our working tree is clean. Guys, understood?
Hmm.
Yes, right? Yeah. So I'm creating again touch arito file one, file two, file. So right. So the working tree, we created the three file. Git status. So three files are untracked. How you can untrack? Git add dot. So if you press the dot, guys, it represents all the files, file 1, file 2, file 3. We don't need to mention file 1, file 2, file 3. If you press dot, it will add everything. Again, gives the git status. So the files are tracked and it is in staged state. So what you need to do? You need to commit the changes, right? So what this is a your second commit. This is your second commit. Let's see git status. Now git knows the all these file 1, file 2, file 3 and hari.txt. Okay, hari.txt. I want to to bring files from staging area to working directory. I want to bring back from staging to staging area to working directory. What is the command? Git rm hyphen cached file name. For example, hari.txt. I want to back to the okay. Next, git status. Okay. So hari.txt is it's a bring file back from staging area to working area. Okay. So I want to add again git add hari.txt. Okay. Git commit hyphen m dot commit. Yeah. So so git status the working and staging area files are clean. Git status. Yeah, working tree is clean. Now to see the commits done on local repository. So what is that? Git log. You see, guys, author is why we need to set the username and email address for this purpose. So BlueJ Tech is the that Gmail ID, and when it was committed, everything will be showing. So every commit, there will be a commit ID generating. There will be a commit ID will be generating. I don't want all this information. So you see, this is the commit message, and this is the commit message. Okay. I want see one line comment, git log hyphen one line. Sorry. Yeah. You see, so these are the three commits. So two commits, first commit, second commit. So this is the commit ID. So commit ID creating head master. Now, so this is the latest one. This is the latest one. Guys, understood? Guys,
Yes.
understood or no? Guys, pick out, guys. Hitti, Ravish, Siri.
Yeah, yes, understood.
Yeah. So what is this, guys? So we already discussed about the dot git. So what is dot git? Git ignore. What is that, guys? So dot git ignore. So this is a special configuration file that is used to store private files info. Any files whose name is stored in dot git ignore will not be accessed by the git. Okay, so that will not access. So branches, I will show you. Yeah. So the branches things and branch check out how to create a branch, how to check out how to clone from the remote repository. So I will show you tomorrow, guys. Okay.
Sure, bro.
Yes.
Okay.
Understood?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.